Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian, and over here, as mostly usual, we have Selena, and also, of course, the Bee in this morning. Welcome to anybody who's new. I know I have a few new people who have come in, and welcome. I hope you like your stay in my humble abode. And to anybody who has been here before, welcome back. This is my little corner of the world about cross stitch, my cat, whatever is going on in my life, and you know, various things. So, hope you like it. First off, what I usually do, well, actually, even before I do that, let me go ahead and tell you that, obviously I like bees. And I pretty much always, unless I'm just feeling terribly, terribly lazy, will have a tea of the week. So, and unfortunately, I had to do a bunch of restarts, so it's not actually hot right now. But where is my tea bag? Oh, I can't find it. Anyway, I can't find the tea bag. I did bring it over, but I lost it apparently. This is Ahmed tea. It is peach and passion fruit, so it's really, really good. Let's see if I can give you guys. There you go. So Ahmad tea. This is actually available in a lot of places. It's not. It's out of London, obviously, but there's plenty of places I know in the U.S. as well that also serve it. In fact, one of the things that was going on this week is there is a really, really good Lebanese slash Middle Eastern place in town here that's been around literally since I was a kid. So I mean, it's probably been there 30 years or more, and um, we hadn't been there since well before the you know all this pandemic stuff happened, and so we went back there, and oh, it's always this is good as good as it always was, but it's a restaurant and then they have a little store attached to the side of it, and I found out that they have a pretty good selection of Ahmed teas there, um, so that's definitely a place I can go to get my tea fix. Not that I actually need any more tea because I really, really don't need any more tea. Yeah, I have enough. Um, so for what's going on this week, not much has been going on earlier this week. I've actually got a decent amount of stitching done, so I've a few things to show you. Only one bit of haul, but the big thing is that my local LNS, well, my LNS, I guess that's um, double speaking there, but they are actually having their first retreat since before the pandemic. So they used to do them um, usually quarterly, sometimes less than that. But so this is the first one that's happened for a couple years, and so since it's just local, it's just Saturday and Sunday, and of course it's not. It's just like going over there at like 10 and coming back at 7, so it's just it's not like a get a hotel sort of thing. It's just a go to the shop and stitch, and this is the type of retreat where it's a little bit more expensive because you're getting 5 projects with everything they need, and some of them have the finishing stuff as well. Um, so you will definitely see some starts next week, and you may actually see some finishes. I know, I know, finishes. What? Huh? Yeah, I might, maybe, we'll see, we'll see. Sometimes a lot of times since we have only 2 days and 5 projects, I think it's 5 projects. Um, we probably won't get to finish everything that weekend, but what she usually does, Donna, who's the the owner of the LNS, what she usually does is she'll have classes like on a Saturday, and it'll be like a finishing class. So she'll have the glue or stain or whatever you need to finish it, and she'll just be there to kind of help you finish it up. So there you go. But yeah, so that'll be fun. So definitely look for some new stuff next week. Um, um, other than that, I haven't actually started anything, even though I've had the there's a one particular pattern that I really, really, really want to start. But it is huge. It's a Trying Creations. Doctor Strange, and it's going to be ginormous. I don't have all the I don't have the fabric. I don't have the threads. Um, so that's and just the cost of the amount of fabric that I'll need. It has been keeping me back from doing it, which is probably a good thing because I really don't need another big pattern. So yeah, I really want to finish a couple of things first. I need to get some stuff out of my queue, as it were. So that's really about it for this week when it comes to um, any sort of life updates. So Selena's been good. Well, I say that she's been good, um, but she did escape into the garage one evening. So yeah, her escape escapades continue. There was I don't know 3 4 weeks, maybe 2 3 weeks ago, I guess it was. She decided that she wanted to make a break for the outside, and in the dark, yeah, a black cat. So that was fun. It was just as fun for the garage because it's so small. It's a one-car garage with one car and stuff on either side. So I couldn't get to her. I just had to wait until she got close enough to the door so I could either grab her or kind of herd her back into the house. So yeah, that was not fun, but the joys of having a cat. You gotta love it. Oh, yeah, this is the little bastard over here. Hi, little bastard. Yeah, you can switch your tail at me all you want. So yeah, she's trying to look all cute and sleepy now, but don't be fooled by that adorable exterior. There lurks evil inside. Anyway, so let me go ahead and get to the comments first. As I say every week, I love comments. I read every single one. I respond to every single one. I always look forward to what you guys have to say. And any sort of constructive criticism, any sort of questions, obviously. You know, anything at all. Even if you just want to say hi, I'm I'm for that. So, all right. Not a whole lot of comments this week, so this should go pretty quick. And since I don't have a lot of haul, I don't think this will be a particularly long um, video. My last few videos have been a little shorter than normal, but hey, maybe people like that. So I don't know. Anyway, so first comment. Um, Janelle McLeod says, "I'm from Australia. Awesome, another Aussie. Glad to have you as a viewer. So I'm glad I have at least a few Aussies who are watching, which is awesome. So very cool, very cool. Healing Gamer says, "Oh, my cats cannot be trusted. If we leave a bag of cat food out, they will tear it open. They have food out all the time. They're not starving." So if anybody who's new, I talked about it last week. Um, I went to the grocery store, got a bag of cat food, obviously, and I put it on the kitchen floor for less than 10 minutes. And I should have known because she has done this at least once before. So I had my headphones on and I hear a noise. I'm like, what is that noise? It's coming from the kitchen. I go in there and this thing has opened up the side of that bag of cat food and is just sitting there munching. When literally 2 feet away there is a bowl of cat food, the exact same cat food, full, just full. There wasn't even an empty spot like sometimes cats hate. Completely full bag of cat food sitting right next to her, like right behind her butt. So yeah, that was not fun. So that's where that came from. They have food out all the time. Yeah, she has food out all the time. So she has constant dry food, and then she has about third to a half a can of wet food um, every afternoon. So she has food, and she's maintained her same weight for years, and so it's been working for her. But yeah, yeah, that was just ridiculous. It must taste better out of the bag. Yeah, I guess. Um, and I also talked about I went to a convention, not the stitchy one, and I ended up falling and hurting my hand. So that's what Healing Gamer was talking about here when she said, it must be the weird injury week. I pulled a muscle in the front of my neck. I don't even know how I did it. Love your projects. Have a great week. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sorry you hurt your neck. I really hope that's healed up. Um, yeah, it's like my hand has gotten to a point where it's gotten better, and then it just hasn't gotten any better since then. So I'm a little concerned about that. If for you guys who are new, I hit this muscle right here that kind of um, so essentially when I'm trying to grip things, um, it hurts like right here. And so I'm guessing it's probably some sort of a muscle tear. I don't think it's. I doubt it's a broken bone. Um, but there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. So, all right. So Terry Hall says, try some witch hazel on mosquito bites. It helps with itching. Hope your hand heals quickly. Thank you. I appreciate that. I also talked about a mosquito bite that I had on. I think it was over here, which is gone now. But I never actually heard of witch hazel being used for. I've heard of witch hazel, but I haven't heard of it being used for itching. So I will see if I can find some and try that out. Thank you, because the summer is coming and I will be eaten alive. So having the witch hazel for the summer is going to be a really good idea. Believe me. So thank you. Uh, Debbie Sisk, who is apparently, I think, maybe the luckiest person in the world because they have won um, stuff from me as well as from another floss tuber that I watch. So I don't know what you're doing, man. You got some 4 leaf clovers going on over there, but hey, I mean, good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. But she said, or they said, I guess, I've been catching up with floss tube in a matter of 2 days. 3 different people said the same thing in the same, almost the same words. They said you realize that you can't stitch all the things and enjoy all the charts if you don't start all the things. Yeah, it's kind of like an AA meeting. It's like the first step is knowing that you can't just stitch everything. You have to kind of make your choices as to what you're going to do. Um, I'll be honest. I probably have maybe 20, 30 ish things going in some state of whip, but I probably have at least 40 that are just sitting here waiting to get started, and they're fully kitted. They even have project bags, everything. All I need to do is start stitching on them. And there's been a couple times I've come like that close to just doing like a super like start everything. Um, but then I worry that it's just going to be overwhelming, and I pull myself back. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, you know, I have plenty of things that. Here's the thing. I have projects. I have like my favorite projects, and these are the ones that you guys will probably see. You're probably seeing every week. They're the ones that I really, really want to work on. So I'm a little concerned that if I start a whole bunch of things, they're just going to sit there like some of the other ones over here on this other side are right now that I haven't touched in probably a couple months. Some of them I haven't touched probably in a year or more. So I don't. What do you guys think? I'd like to hear some opinions. Do you guys think I should do like a super start everything thing? I mean, I have a birthday coming up in August, so I could do some sort of a start whatever number for whatever age I'm going to be. 40 something. 40. Anyway. Um, but yeah, I mean, so do you guys think I should do a start, like a bunch of starts? Do you guys think I should just work on what I have? Give me some opinions, guys. I appreciate it. So yeah. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, it's it. If you don't start all the things, if you start and don't get back to it for a while, it won't go bad. That resonated with me. True, true. So yeah, I mean, like I said, what do you guys? So thank you for the comment. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I would be really interested to see what you guys think about that. If you guys think I should start all of the things, or if you think I should work more on what I have. All right. So that was actually all the comments for this week. It was fairly light, which is fine. I like I said, I always enjoy them, but you know, I know it's sometimes I don't want to take too long to go through them, but I do want to, talk about each of them at least a little bit. So, all right. So now on to the good stuff, the stitching. Um, I'll always say as usual. I don't have any starts. I don't have any finishes. I don't have any FFOs. Now, that is going to have to change soon because I know what I want to do for StitchCon. Anybody? I don't. Is there anybody who watches me who is going to StitchCon week A? Um, if so, and I didn't bring them over, I didn't think about it. I'll try to do it next week. I have two different styles of needle minders that I'm going to be giving out or exchanging. So, you know, come get one. But yeah, no, I mean, I would love to hear if anybody's going to be there. I would love to just, you know, say hi. Um, but yeah, for StitchCon, I, I want to do the smalls exchange and I know what I want to do. So I'm going to grab what I want to do this weekend. And I should still have time to finish it. I don't think, because I'm just going to do I'm going to do a little sled. And I don't think that'll take too long. And then um, I'll get, stuff to put in a bag and kind of, make it nice. So, um, so yeah, that's my plan. So, even though I say I don't have any starts or any finishes or FFOs, um, that will probably, hopefully, knock on wood, uh, not be the case next week. So we'll see. So, excuse me. I'm sorry. All right, so let's get to the ones that I have. Looks like I've just got four. This last one, I don't think I showed you last week. If I did, I apologize. I wasn't 100% sure that I did or not, so I went ahead and put it in my list. The other three I know with 100% certainty that I have worked on this week. So, sorry, this isn't a really, it's in a tight bag. I really need to get a bigger bag for it. There we go. All right. Oh, hey, just what I was looking for. All right, this is. Uh, haha, there we go. I'll get it eventually. Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by who's this? Carriage House Samplings. There we go. So that's the whole thing, and I am once again still just on. Oh, there we go. I'm still just on the first one. I'm getting close to the end of the first one, but I am still not there yet, and it is, yeah, frustratingly slow. Oops, let me. And I did put up. Oh, okay. I did put up a funny picture in Instagram. So all I actually got done was the do lie beneath the grass. So all I have to do is get the we up at the top. Actually, you can say I just started the we. Um, and then I'll have the words done, and then I'll still have the two webs. There's another ghost and the moon and a spider. I think that's it. That's it. Oh yeah, and I do love my little creepy kitty. Um, but I actually took a funny picture because I started it um, to make sure I could center it. I started it above the skeleton, so I started with the S. So I went backwards, and so I have a picture of it just saying ass because, that's just the kind of maturity that I have. You know, I mean, would you guys honestly expect any less from me? Just randomly stitching ass. Which is funny because I actually do have another stitch that another pattern that I will actually have to stitch ass on as well, um, which I don't have out because I haven't worked on it in a while. But I have one that says, oh no, that doesn't say ass. That says something else. Never mind. It's the cat has been fed. Don't fall for her bullshit. Yeah, I don't curse a lot, but I mean, I do curse from time to time. So hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. But yeah, sorry, I was thinking it said ass, but no, it said something else. But anyway, so that's that one. Like I said, I don't remember if I'd shown you guys that or not. So, you know, um, I wanted to go ahead and bring that out. So the next one, which is the one that I worked on last night, and also the one that I need to work on ASAP, is not, and I don't have a picture for this one because it is a mystery stitch along. This is a mess. This is the Frosted Pumpkins Under the Sea Sound. Um, so I am working on the part two. Part three comes out in 6 days, so I need to finish part two. You can see this is part one up here. You've got you got the mermaid and a couple of dolphins. So down here, I've got most of her done except for her inside her mask. There's you can see that I've started the manta ray, and then there's a few bubbles and a couple of fish over here. So it's not hard stitching. It's just that it's quite a few little color changes, especially in the little diver lady over here. So not the quickest stitch, um, and you can sort of tell this blue actually is a variegated. You can see how it kind of turns a little lighter here. It's I did not get a super variegated one, so the rest of the colors, I think all the rest of these colors are all DMC. There's three variegateds in here, or two variegateds. Is it three or two? It's three. There's a pink, a blue, and a green. So her, I think over here, I think her body is the pink. I think that's the green, and that's the blue. So I have used all three of the variegated so far. But yeah, I've just it's one of those things. It's like, oh, it's not too big. I can keep working on it, and then I just keep pushing it back, and yeah, I mean, it's they're not very big. If if I fall behind, it's not a huge deal because it's one a month. And you know they're pretty easy stitches, so it's not the end of the world. But I would like to keep up because I am notoriously bad about being able to keep up with stitch alongs. So it would just be nice to be able to say, oh look, I actually kept up with this one. So there you go. All right, so that is number two. All right. Number three is one I don't remember if I showed you guys last week or not, but I have got a new fire up my butt to work on this one. A, because this has already been promised to somebody. I'm sorry, D. I swear to God I will get this to you eventually. Really, I swear. And also just because it's ended up being a lot more fun than I thought it was. It was a bit of a rough start, um, and I'll show you why in just a second. But now that I've kind of got it set up a little bit, it's actually pretty easy stitching. But this is October 31st, A Time for All Seasons number 10 by Cottage Garden Samplings. Oops, there you go. So you got the Raven and his cool, sorry, there we go, and his cool little pumpkin, white pumpkin over there. I thought about changing the pumpkin color, and I tried to get some colors, and then I was like, you know what? Nah, this is not worth it. It's just, I'll just keep it the way it is. So, this is why I was saying it's a little tough. So, you have three different colors in this bird, and you can see it's kind of confetti-ish. I had to do all this black, but once oh, yeah, actually, you can see. It's interesting. You can't really see it as much in person, but on the video, I can actually see the variegation of the black a lot better. They're all variegated colors, I think. I think most of them are. Maybe not the ones in the. I think that's maybe not. But so yeah, so it's a lot of color changes in the body of the bird, but it's really not that hard. You do kind of have to pay attention and you know, kind of make sure that you're sticking with the pattern. But it's really not. It doesn't need that much concentration, and I am really enjoying that. And I did the rest of the black, and the entirety of those two colors in like 2 days, I think. Over like a Friday and Saturday, like a Friday night on Zoom, and then the next Saturday at my LNS, because I do Friday nights with the virtual stitchers on Zoom, and I stay up super late, and then every Saturday I do my my they have a Saturday stitch in at my LNS, so those are my two like huge stitching days of the week. And a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times I tend to take Sundays off just because, I've had a lot of stitching done in the last, 48 hours. All right. You know it. You love it. This is certainly last and definitely not least. Um, but this is the one that I've just been so enjoying working on. It's just I literally have to make myself work on other things, which is great. So this is Long Dog Samplers. Haha, I got it right. Long Dog Samplers, You Belong to Me. And as I've said before, so I've always been interested in Egyptian stuff, and lately I've been kind of the obsession has kind of been coming back. So this was definitely perfect, and I had been looking for a long dog to do for a while, and none of them were just like I got to do this until I saw this one, and I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the one. So I am working across this first row here. It's not it doesn't end right at this. It ends like kind of where the birds are. But I am over here in this last part, and then I will be done with the first row, which I think is about maybe like a quarter, somewhere between a quarter and a third. I think done. So pull this string off, and this is. And I'm sorry, I have not been saying what the fabrics were, and I have string everywhere apparently. This is papyrus from. Um, oh, what's the company name? It's the one that does all the fabrics that are printed. Not Fabrics Plus. I don't remember the name. I apologize. But they do. They're the ones that do all the printed, where it's like printed and then it's just white on the back. So there we go. This is the end about here ish. So yeah, the variegation is showing up very nicely. So I went from the bird, I did the star, and I'm coming down here. And so all I have to do is this last section, and that is the last part of this page. And then this page right here is the last page of the set. So you can see it's really pretty variegation. This is, oh, I don't think I've done my weekly silk rub. Anyway, this is Silks for You. I don't remember the number. I apologize. I'll have to look it up, but it is a beautiful hank. And the funny thing is, if you just look at it, you cannot see the variegation. And you know, when it came in, I'm like, oh boy, I thought it'd be variegated, but it's pretty, so I'm going to use it anyway. And then I started stitching with it, and I'm like, oh, well, it is actually variegated. It's very subtle. So, but yeah, I mean, you can definitely see uh, it's a tonal variation. Just lights and darks, pretty much. Would you like to focus? Oh yeah, it's a major award. Fragile. Anyway, I apologize. Oh, there we go. Now we're focusing. But yeah, you can definitely see, especially in the bird here, or it's a little bit bigger. You can see some of those nice. Now, the little dots that you see, like right here, and actually in the eye, um, those are not. That's not dirt or anything. It's actually the way that the fabric is printed. So there's little kind of inconsistent spots on it, and one of them just happened to be in the eye of one of the birds, which ended up being kind of cool. All right, that is all of my stitching for this week, and we are a little under 30 minutes, so not too bad, not too bad. All right, get back in there. There you go. That's right. Stuff, stuff, stuff. And this used to be in a bigger bag, but when I saw that Vicky Stitching Button had this bag, it was perfect. So I didn't show you guys the inside, but oh, come on now, is that not like perfect? I love that scarab. It's so cool. Anyway, so that is all my stitching. So I just have a little bit of haul. I believe I already said that I am stopping with my fabric of the month from Color and Cotton. Nothing wrong with it. I have plenty, and I am still getting my fabric of the month um, from Fortnite because I love those guys and I love their fabrics. So I am definitely going to stay on with that. Um, but I also had oops, sorry. I also had a thread of the month from Crazy Annie. And once again, I think this is probably going to be my last month for it. Once again, not because of anything that they've done. I mean, other they've had some shipping issues, but that's not the point. Um, but so I just I'm not using them as fast as I'm getting them, and I have a huge selection of Classic Colorworks. And to be honest, not as many people use Classic Colorworks as like Gast or or other ones. So um, it just it's just an expense that I don't know that I need. So I will be saving a little bit of money from not getting those two things every month. But these are some cool ones. So let's see. Do I have something white? Ooh, what's this? Is this oh, okay, that might work. So this is cinnamon toast. Oh, there we go. That works. Um, it's showing a little darker than it is, but it's you can there we go. But you can see the variegation in it. That's not bad right there. But yeah, a lot of times Classic Colorworks tends to be not all that variegated. So this one's a little bit more variegated than some I have. This is prairie grass. It's not very variegated. Um, kind of a sagey sort of color, honestly. Not bad though. Not bad. So that's nice. I love the name of this one, and this definitely has some nice variegation in it. It's called crab cakes. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it right there. So yeah, I mean this is a pretty crabby color of the three so far. Um, I think that is the most true to color. So, and then we've got one. These are actually all nice and variegated. Fool's Gold, which is not really Fool's Gold color because we have that all around here, but it is a cool color. It's kind of a, it's really kind of a gold to goldy green almost. So, no idea what I'll ever use it for, but it's a cool color. I can figure something out eventually. The last two I like, but um, neither of them are really variegated at all. This is Pine Needle. Okay, that's showing browner than it is. It really is a nice piney green color. Yeah, that's not even showing close. But yeah, it's nice. And then I don't know why it's named this because it's not teal at all, but this is Milady's teal. So that's nice. It's really more of a blue genie blue. That's pretty close. It really is a denimy blue, which is not bad. Oh, and always good since I was using the back of this. Um, if you ever want to, the Trevor Project does really good things. They are an LGBT uh, um, charity, and they do a lot of really good things for especially youth. And so I just got that in the mail. So I just wanted to show that off. So I'll hopefully try and see if I can maybe um, put a link down below because Pride Month is coming in June, and so the youth need you know there's a lot of things they need support and people to talk to and resources and things like that. So that's something that is definitely near and dear to my heart, even though I'm not young, but it's still near and dear to my heart. So yeah. All right. That actually is all of my. That is the only haul that I have. So I should have a lot more haul next week. Well, it'll be haul plus whatever haul and um, projects. So or hauls and starts, I guess you could say. Anyway, but yeah. So um, all that's really left is the other weeks, and then we'll be good to go. So first off, I do want to say I also do have a link to the Buy Me a Coffee. If anybody, I guess I should rename it to Buy Me a Tea. What I actually would use it for would be when I do giveaways, to help with shipping and stuff. So if anybody wants to do that, obviously no pressure or anything. Just it's down there. All right. Oh, also, I should say, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment. It helps the YouTube algorithms. I don't get paid for this. That's not the point of it. The point is that it helps me to be seen by more people. It helps YouTube know that people are watching my stuff. So I appreciate it. All right, so let me do the other weeks, and first is going to be the Stitchy website of the week, and so once again I'm going to Etsy just because that's um, I think I've covered most of the kind of websites for cross stitching in the past. Although honestly, since it's been a while, I might start going back. Um, Maybe I'll start at 100 or something. But anyway, uh, this one, and obviously the links are going to be below. This week is Pyro Dog pins. Um, so it says pins, but they actually do um, you know um, patterns and stuff. So I apologize. I'm getting a sorry about that. Getting a little bit of a computer thing here. There we go. Okay. They do a lot of Pyro Dog Pins has a lot of kind of subversive stuff. And they have a really nice bee pattern in there. They got some stuff from like Krampus and um, some stuff that does have some language, but it's just cute. Well, not I should say cute, but it's more funny stuff. Funny and subversive, and a little bit of horror because, like I say, Krampus and stuff. So yeah, but I liked their stuff, and I am absolutely going to get that bee that they have there. So the non-situ website, since I know that there are some Disney fans around, and not only in stitching but just in general. So I actually have a link to a website called pinpicks.com, and it's actually a really really good resource if you want to collect Disney pins. Um, Not only does it have, I mean, obviously it doesn't have all of them, but unless it's something pretty rare, they'll probably have information on it. They also have good information on how to spot fakes. Um, you can look up pins by like the subject matter, like obviously for me it'd be Figment, so I can look up all the Figment pins. But yeah, it's really really cool. So I would absolutely recommend checking them out if you have any sort of Disney pin collection. All right. So the last thing is going to be the bee fact of the week because bees, we're losing bees, and we need to do everything that we can um, to try to protect them. And I like, at least if I'm not doing anything else, at least I'm getting some more information out there that maybe people will start getting interested in bees and help out. So there you go. And this is kind of an addition to one that I've done in the past. So, of the 20,000 bee species in the world, 4,000 of them are U.S. There you go. All right. And my tea is almost gone, and it is room temperature, but that's okay. I know it's a sacrilege, but I really don't mind room temperature tea. I know, I know. I'm a terrible Anglophile. I get it, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. All right. Well, we have kept it under 40 minutes, so that's pretty good. Maybe either I'm talking faster or I have less to talk about, but my videos have been trending towards a bit shorter, so maybe that's good. All right. So from Selena, who is little shit is still over here sleeping. Yeah, we all know she's still saving up her energy to be evil later. Yeah, and be in Biscornu and myself, Sebastian. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.